Welcome back. My name is Ray. Today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite albums of all time, Megadeth's Rest in Peace. It came out in September of 1990. I remember when the same album came out. It was Megadeth's fourth album and their third consistent lineup change. They had another lineup change, and of course back then I was thinking, well, geez, what the deal with this? I see the pictures and I'm like, oh yeah, that guy with the curly hair, the guy with the poodle-like hairstyle. And I really didn't know Marty Friedman at the time. I had seen him in other pictures and ads and stuff like that for Cacophony, or a couple of other simple things, like where it said instructional video or something like that. But anyways, this album was awesome. It's an awesome album cover. Artwork was done by Ed Repka, the guy who also did Peace Sells But Who's Buying. This was just such an amazing album. It was an awesome lineup. This was one of those albums where, for anybody that's younger, people are sick and tired of the whole Metallica versus Megadeth thing, but if anybody that's younger was like, was there any point in time where Megadeth surpassed Metallica? This was it right here, because this album was just amazing. And of course, not to take away from Nick Menza, because the drumming on it is great, but the real star of this was Marty Friedman. An awesome guitarist. And of course, Dave Mustaine needed a guitarist once he replaced Chris Poland. Chris Poland was going to be on this, but then he changed his mind, or his management. Dave Mustaine needed a guitarist that was going to be able to keep up with him, or is just as good and is really awesome. Of course, he's not going to get somebody who's average at guitar. So one of the main interesting things here, and some of you people don't know, he was going to get Diamond Daryl, not Dimebag Daryl at the time, and Diamond Daryl declined because Dave Mustaine already had Nick Menza, and he said he wouldn't take Vinnie Paul. He just needed a new guitar player. So it would have been really interesting if Diamond Daryl was going to be on this album. That really would have changed the whole landscape, and really would have changed everything for metal music. And then, of course, one of the other choices was Jeff Waters of Annihilator. I'll put a little quick screenshot here. Alice in Hell by Annihilator. So you want to see some wicked guitar work by Canada's top metal band. Canada's top metal band. It's Annihilator. And Jeff Waters is awesome. I think Jeff Waters would have been a really cool choice too. But of course, it was great that Marty Friedman worked out. The album cover illustrates a Area 51, Area 54, 51, whatever area you want, what it is. A Vic Rattlehead over captured alien, British Prime Minister John Major, and Japanese Prime Minister Toshi Kaifu, and the German Prime Minister, hold on, forgive me, I have to read this, Richard von Weizsäcker, whatever you want to pronounce his name, and of course Mikhail Gorbachev and George H. Bush, the world leaders thing, looking at this alien, thinking, a reason for aliens to attack us. The world leaders would get together. That's how and why. That's what that's about. Holy War is one of the coolest songs off the album. Years ago, when I was listening to the song, I was thinking of the Middle East. I wasn't thinking of Ireland. He mentions brother will kill brother, killing for religion is something I don't understand. And in the sand and repelled behind enemy lines. So one would think, and I'm sure many people did, were thinking of the Middle East. They weren't thinking of Ireland. Ireland, you think of St. Patrick's Day, and you think of Guinness and all this other stuff. So anyways, that was kind of just one little strange little twist there. You can't really specifically, guess what the song's about. But Hangar 18 you can, about the alien abduction again, or excuse me, not the alien abduction, the alien, a captured alien from that crashed spaceship. Holy Wars, Tornado of Souls, Dawn Patrol, Hangar 18, Poison Was a Cure. What I really like about, besides the sound and guitar work on this album, I noticed that Dave Ellefson kind of had his moment too, like with Peace Sells, that opening bass line. You get to hear the bass on Dawn Patrol, and it's just the bass and drums. So I'm kind of curious to know too if they planned it out like that, or if they recorded it and they were like, yeah, you know what? Never mind putting guitar on it. Let's just do it with just bass and drums. One of the cool, neat things about that was identifiable. So when people were talking about it, they could say, oh yeah, that song with no guitar, it's just the bass and drums and Dave Mustaine singing. And people were like, oh yeah, Dawn Patrol. So I thought that was cool. So I love the sound of this. Once again, Nick Menza did an awesome job drumming on this. But Marty Friedman was the key. Marty Friedman was the one that shined on this album. His guitaring is incredible anyway. What people were hoping for, the lineup was gonna last. It lasted a good another 9 or 10 years. And as Dave Mustaine said in one time in an interview, this is the lineup. As in, like, yes, this is the good, solid lineup. This is it, and this is perfect. I don't know. I don't really blame Marty Friedman for leaving. I guess it wasn't his thing, really. It wasn't specifically his band. He wanted to do his other things. Of course, he's still playing metal, even though he says he wanted to not play metal. He still could have did other things. He still could have done other kinds of music and a different tone within the band and stuff like that. So anyways, yes, this was an awesome album. Awesome guitar work, drum work. Just the song structures on this and the guitar solos were just incredible. I love the album cover. The album cover with the blue, the yellow logo. It's just awesome. It was a thrash metal masterpiece. It came out during my year of thrash, 1990, where there was a lot of really cool epic thrash albums coming out. It's an awesome album. For anybody, so if anybody's new to the band, I suggest you check out Peace Sells or So Far So Good So What before this. It doesn't really matter. Maybe this was your first album. Maybe it was one of the other ones. They have so many albums out now. And they're coming out with a new one. It's called The Sick, The Dying, and The Dead or something like that. And it's going to be out sometime, I don't know when, sometime this year, hopefully, probably. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. And like, subscribe. Tell me about what you love about this album and when you got it.